Welcome to online teaching. We are discussing chapter 13th, Mahatma Gandhi and the Nationalist movement. This is module 2nd. The making and unmaking of non-cooperation. Yesterday we discussed about the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi in India, and here we will discuss about the movements. The movements started by Mahatma Gandhi. The first was in Champaran. That is a part of modern Bihar. Okay. Now, what was that? Some of the farmers came to Mahatma Gandhi and discussed their problem that the Britishers are forcing them to cultivate the indigo plantation, and farmers, they are not interested. They wanted to cultivate the land and sow the crop, that is food items, because if they will go on using this, then their fertility will be ruined. So they did not like this, but the Britishers, they are forcing them. Okay, that was in 1917. Another war that was in Gujarat. That was in Ahmedabad. What was that? The farmers here also, the workers in the mill, they have the problem. They were not given some of the freedoms, and working hours are also more, and wages are least. So they are suffering. So the people from Ahmedabad mill cotton mill, they came to Mahatma Gandhi and discussed the problem, and Mahatma Gandhi supported them, and he even started the Satyagraha movement and have the fast also here to support him. Next thing was in Khera. Here also the problem was with the farmers, because there was crop failure and the Britishers were forcing them to pay the taxes, and they were not in a position. Even crop failure, famine, these problems occur, and the farmers, their condition was not good, so they were not in a position to pay the taxes. These were the three movements that were started by Mahatma Gandhi, or you may say these were the workings, these were the Mahatma Gandhi's first movements in India, and that opened the doors for Mahatma Gandhi as well as Indians to have the freedom. This was one of the important part that he took part. Okay. Now, after that, these things were there. Mahatma Gandhi started, and somehow he was able to succeed. Even the Britishers and the common Indians, they started to felt that Mahatma Gandhi is an important person that will help Indians to have the freedom. Okay. Next thing was that during the First World War, that was in 1914 to 18, Indians were suffering a lot, because Indian soldiers, they were the part of the war, and custom duties, increase in the prices, shortage of the food, these things were common. And the Britishers, they were very harsh. They were not treating Indians in a good way. The situation was worse. And one of the important thing was that Rowlatt Act. That was also an important that affected the Indians. Rowlatt Act, that was in 1919, and it was passed by the Britishers, the Rowlatt Act. That was in 1919. It was passed by the Britishers, and in this, the persons who will go against the government, who will be against the government, who will indulge in government you may say government against activities, they will be punished. And here the martial law was implemented, especially in the Punjab, and you may say the persons whosoever are who will create problem, they will be penalized. There will be, you may say, for 2 years they will be in the jail. They will be detained in the jail, they will be in the prison, and there will be no hearing. This was in, you may say, Roll Act in 1919. Mahatma Gandhi and other Indians, they objected. They wanted that these things they should be taken back. We can also say that you may say black law. Black law. It means no freedom, no rights, everything were against the Indians. And because what was that? If any person are to be arrested, for example, any person arrested, then for 2 years no hearing. He will be in the jail. He will be in the custody. So how it can be possible? So this was also a problem. Same situation that was in 13 April 1919. You have heard also about Jallianwala Bagh massacre. That was also one of the problem, or you may say at that time General Dyer, the brigadier of Britishers, and he was given the order by the Governor General, and he came in that Jallianwala Bagh place, and he started to shoot fire, and nearly hundreds of the people they suffer, hundreds died, hundreds of the people they suffer, hundreds died, and thousands they were also, you may say, injured. So that is an important one, that now how the Indians they will behave after this. One of the important thing. This important because the Indians, they were suffering, they were exploited, they were humiliated, they were tortured, and even they were killed also. And here Mahatma Gandhi, other Congress leaders and Indian, you may say, common people, they started the government activities that were against them. So it means these things were there that were important for Mahatma Gandhi, and these movements, this Rowlatt Act, these you may say these three movements, and here Mahatma Gandhi took an advantage that was in that in 1919 also the Khilafat movement, or you may say committee, was made by Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. These were the two brothers. They were having a hawk-eye on the First World War, where Turkey was also part, and Turkey was defeated, and they wanted that Britishers, you may say, the Britishers will humiliate the Muslim community now, because Turkey was an important part. He took part in the war and he was defeated with the allies. Now these two brothers, they started the movement to help these, because Khilafat, the head of the Muslim community, Caliphate, Khalifa, this title was there, Kamal Pasha, that was the Turkey ruler at that time. So he changed the things, and he, because these Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, they wanted that Turkey should have a Muslim based country, but Kamal Pasha was having a different objective, and they were also having fear of the Britishers also. So Mahatma Gandhi took advantage here. He, you may say, joined both the communities, Hindu as well as Muslim community. So we can say that here the making of the non-cooperation that was started by Mahatma Gandhi, you may say, first step for the freedom, and this will help, Yeah, this will open the door for other struggle movement that were started by Mahatma Gandhi.